Hi, this is Val Rinke with Alameda Economic Development and Tourism, the host for Wow Who Knew in Northeast Iowa, the best part of Iowa. Alameda Economic Development and Tourism will bring you the best of Alameda County each week. You can catch this segment Wednesdays at 5:15 p.m. and Saturdays at 7:30 a.m. on KNEI. Hey, thank you, KNEI listeners, for tuning into our show. This is all about bringing you the best of Alameda County each week. Today, I'm visiting with Ben Garrett from Tailwind Capital Partners. Ben Garrett, hey, welcome to the Wahoo New Radio Show.
Oh, thanks, Val. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks. Hey, this is what we're going to do. I think a great place to start would be today is to have you share a little bit about you.
All right. So I grew up in Waukon. I was a 1999 graduate of Waukon High School. And my parents are Jim Garrett and Kathy Hannum. My dad was city attorney for a number of years, and my mom taught school in a number of roles over the course of, 30 plus years. And after graduation in 1999, I was interested in real estate and finance and pursued a degree at University of Northern Iowa in Cedar Falls and have a finance and real estate double major. When I was at University of Northern Iowa, I was fortunate enough to have an internship at Principal Financial Group in Des Moines, which exposed me to, I would say, corporate real estate. So in approximately 2003, 2004, after graduation, I had a job waiting for me in Des Moines. And of course, like many people, thought I'd be there a couple of years and move elsewhere. But Des Moines certainly grew on me and had a number of opportunities. But started off in the commercial real estate group doing underwriting, so more or less a banker, and doing large real estate projects throughout the United States. I was there 7 or 8 years. Through that, met another acquaintance of mine that is now the CEO of an insurance company, but dealing with problem real estate. So I not only learned how to deal with profitable real estate, but the other side of the equation. So how do things go wrong? So that was a great education for me, but it also, that process taught me that I want to focus on doing relationship-focused real estate as opposed to transactional. And about a dozen years ago, I got my brokerage license and went to work for Bill Knapp in Des Moines. And Bill Knapp is a pretty prominent real estate developer in the Des Moines metro area. And it exposed me to the local real estate market, which is certainly very appealing to me, gave me an opportunity to understand what's happening in my backyard. And through that process, met one of my clients owned a construction company, got an opportunity to work with them as their development director and doing real estate developments throughout the state of Iowa. I would say 95% of what we did was within the state of Iowa, which, again, it was more relationship-focused versus transactional, and which brought me to Waukon approximately a year plus ago. Started meeting with Gary Bowden, talking about a couple different properties that the community of Waukon has, and quickly focused on the north side of town that the city owns a parcel. There's certainly a need for some housing, and caught my interest and sort of sparked my interest in doing development in small town communities.
So small town guy leaves, and now you're back. I think it's awesome. And you're right. Those skills are a huge piece of the puzzle as to what we're trying to do here. So here you are. You'll be coming back, and you're coming back kind of with the Tailwind Capital Partners. That's kind of the name of your new business, or how does that come into play?
Correct. So, I have like I said, I have a finance and real estate degree, but I also have my own brokerage license. And through that, sort of in a number of relationships, formed a partnership that became Tailwind Capital Partners. And I have one partner that's Jeff Spence. He's a gentleman out of Des Moines that is also in the commercial real estate world, has done some development down there, but been back to Northeast Iowa a few times, has seen some of the opportunities.
In regard to that Northwest side housing development that we're kind of alluding to, can you give us a little bit of info to get people excited about what that might look like?
What we have planned, and we've been working with I've had the opportunity to work with the city council, the city manager, the mayor, and I think we're all lockstep in that everybody wants what's best for the community.
Right.
And if my plan or our plan is executed, and as we all see as it is the lay of the land, it's only good for me if it's good for the community. And I think everybody else recognizes that, and making sure everybody understands that message has been part of this process. But what we're going to do is ultimately we'll have the opportunity to build out 8 duplexes, so 16 units. All of them will be zero entry, meaning if you have some sort of mobility issues, you're going to be able to access your unit, into perpetuity, with the idea that it pulls, people of my parents' generation, potentially out of their 2-story house, that puts them in a better situation, keeps them in the community, and allows the next family to move into the, sort of single-family home that's 3-4 bedroom, whatever that might be. And so we're going to be starting next year as soon as the improvements are done that the city is going to be doing, and we will just sort of build from west to east off of 9th Street. And as the crow flies, if you look from 9th Street over to the bus barn or practice football field, I mean, that's basically, as the crow flies, that's sort of the avenue that we're tracing. And we're going to build as quickly as the community wants us to. And we're working with Joe Huntsmeyer and Mason Behrens at Alameda Realty, and I think like I said, I have my own brokerage license, but they are certainly the right people to make this happen. And we're excited to work with them and other people in the community, and I think it can be a great fit for sort of the empty nester baby boomer generation that's sort of aging out of a 2-story home, but it can also work for the new family moving to town that, some of these will be slab on grade, some will have a full basement. So It can accommodate and they'll all be, 2-bed, 2-bath, full basement in some, slab on grade in others. But, having the ability to build that out and there are 1,400 square feet. So, we feel like this is the best scenario to accommodate the largest group of people. And
it's been a long time coming, and I know how long we've all been working on this. And so definitely listeners realize that Alameda Realty, if you've got questions about what's up and coming in Northwest Waukon, this is a great opportunity. Ben, Garrett, I'm pretty pumped up. Tailwind Capital Partners, I'm glad you guys are coming, and I just want to thank you for taking time today to visit with me about the upcoming project.
Thanks, Val, and I just want to say you've been a great partner through this and really appreciate your effort, and that is the difference between some of these small communities making things happen. And it's passionate people doing things to move the needle. And I feel like my hometown, I'm certainly biased, but there's the right cast of characters in place, and we're all excited to move things forward.
Love it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening, and please tune in next week for the next segment of Wow Who Knew in Alameda.